Today we are going to talk about how to hold a crochet hook and the yarn in your hand. If you are right-handed, you will have the crochet hook in your right hand. If you are left-handed, then the crochet hook will be in your left hand. There are multiple different ways to hold a crochet hook. Some people find it comfortable to hold it like a pencil or a pen. Many people like it that way. Others, like myself, hold it like a butter knife. And to be brutally honest, there is no right or wrong way. The only way that is correct is what is comfortable to you, the crocheter. So find a position that works for you. You may have to twist it around and kind of work with what you can. Some people like it. There are so many different ways to hold a crochet hook. Just find what is comfortable for you. That is really the point of it. You can try the pencil hold, like this, or if you're like me, I do the knife hold. I do the knife hold and just crochet that way. There are, when you have the regular crochet hooks with the aluminum ones like this is 6.5 millimeter. It has like this little thumb spot here, so you can place your thumb there. A lot of people use it as a thumb rest or to hold it like a pencil. So again, place it where, hold the hook to however is comfortable to you. I'm going to quickly put a slip knot here so I can show you how to hold the yarn. There is no right or wrong way, but this is kind of how I do it and how I was taught, and this is what's comfortable to me. So when working with the yarn, I always take my left hand, I'm going to take the yarn and place it over my pinky, underneath the next two fingers, and then it goes over my thumb, and then my thumb controls where the yarn goes, because when you get faster, it really helps to kind of control where everything goes. So like it helps pull the yarn and helps give the tension. The pinky really helps with the tension. I tend to tighten up my pinky with my ring finger as the yarn is going through, and it is real nice and easy that way. And so I'll show you as I am working through the stitches here. I'm using my index finger to pull it up, but I'm using the pinky to tighten up when needed to keep the tension for the yarn. You don't want the tension to be too tight that you can't work through the stitch work, but you also don't want it too loose. You want it just right. I always tell people you want to hug the hook. You do not want to you don't want to choke it. You want to hug it, love it, do not choke it. So here I just did a row of double crochets just to kind of show like how I hold my yarn and how I'm always using my fingers just to kind of keep the tension in the yarn. Next, I'm going to show you how to finish off your work. So if you just say you just finished a swatch or you just finished your work, what I like to do is I like to do a chain stitch Now keep your hook right there, because what you're going to do next is you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut off. I'm just doing a little short tail. Sometimes you do a longer tail. You will want to do a longer tail to sew in the loose ends, but for the purpose of this, I am just keeping it out right now. So from here, you just cut off the end. You're going to pull this chain stitch out, just like that, and then you take your loose end and you just tighten it up, and you just made a little knot, just like that. That's it. So now you know how to hold your crochet hook, how to hold your yarn. There are some people who like to throw the yarn. They'll do a stitch, they'll throw the yarn, and then do the rest that way. Usually people who have prior knitting experience tend to be more of the thrower type, the yarn throwers, and that's okay. Do what is comfortable for you and what works for you. That's just how I hold my yarn. That's how, if you go through any crochet books or knitting books, that's kind of how they tell you to hold your yarn, is to place it over your pinky and over your index finger, underneath the ring and the middle finger, and then over your index finger, and then use your index finger to control your tension. And then this can help bring the yarn, losing it. This can help bring more yarn in, as well as help with the tensioning. So hope that helps, and until next time, happy crafting.